like whole experience of LCQ getting delayed and all that has been pretty strange, I'm not gonna lie. I've never experienced like this period where you have so much time to prepare for one match. So it's been a little weird. I know it's been weird for like Moose and a couple other guys from CS.
Gen.G and us showed what we do and what we play and how we play. It's really sad for both of us because we showed all of our new tech and then we have to come back home with this week break. There's absolutely no benefit, honestly. I guess if we were not confident from the game, it would be beneficial, but like we felt pretty hot like rolling. So we don't know how it's gonna be now because it was kind of like a reset.
I think it's given us a good chunk of time to really focus in on the things that we fucked up with against 𝗂𝗄𝗏.
We took those little couple refresher days to clear our minds, I think, after we got back from LA. But then it was full grind back to long practice days and getting ready for our match. We started talking about, should we boot camp? Should we play from home? What kind of is like the best thing we could do? And then also talking about like what the options are to boot camp, like where can we go? And then we finally found the spot. So right now we're at the Complexity facility outside Dallas. It's super nice. We're really thankful that they were able to house us.
We've been here for 3-4 days now. We've been practicing, we've been chilling with each other. The facility itself is sick. The PCs are great. So we've just been prepping for the match, which is tomorrow for us now against Gen.G.
Ever since we got here, it actually feels like really, really good. It feels nice because we're actually winning scrims for once in a while with the stuff that we're practicing. So I feel like, at least with the way that we're playing and the way that we're clicking, I feel really confident.
The best practice we've had so far has been when we've been together as a team, like in person.
I feel like we feed off of each other's energy really, really well. I think it's something that I noticed the difference between online and on LAN.
So we're in losers bracket. After losing to 𝗂𝗂𝗏, we play Gen.G first. I think we're not like over preparing for teams too much. It's kind of more like knowing what the map pool is going to look like versus the team. We're focusing on ourselves a lot right now.
We feel very, very confident. Each of us individually and as a team are going to shit on Gen.G. Now, if that doesn't happen, we cut that part. And then we roll it like this, right? I'll be like, so Gen.G are a really strong team. Things are, I'm not exactly sure if we've got that.
Game day, we woke up, we went and got some breakfast together, talked about the game, what we're gonna do. Showed up to the Complexity facility a little early, just like chilled, relaxed, tried to get mentally prepared.
We knew with the map pool, we were gonna get 3 out of 4 of our best maps. So we were really confident going into the match, to be honest.
We had a warm-up scrim, it went good. But when it came to the game, we didn't play how we usually do.
Vibe was different. Felt like instantly different like from the second that we were there. I don't know why. It wasn't even like it was different because it was match day. It just felt like those 6 days that we were playing before, everything was like perfect and solid. And then that day, something felt off. I can't really like describe it.
It's a big match, elimination match for our last chance for the year, and so nerves could definitely be a factor.
There's a lot of pressure on these players, especially this is the first season that Valorant's been around, and especially for the VCT. There's a lot of pressure to prove yourself and show everything that you can.
Yeah, people were like a little bit uncomfortable maybe on the setup. I don't really know exactly what happened. I was feeling good personally, but we did have kind of some weird vibes before the match.
It was a little too relaxed, maybe.
I think we still all wanted to win.
And we got into match mode, honestly, when the game started, and things were okay. The first map versus Gen.G was Haven. That was our pick. We played it versus 𝗂𝗂𝗏 in our last series, and we demolished them. We just got really comfortable on the map, so we were super confident playing that.
Yeah, pretty heavy here. They're just gonna fight hard for this lobby control, and Luminosity, they're gonna have to find.
Started out good. We got the pistol. They strung some rounds, and then we got rounds back. We had a pretty good T-side.
TiG, it's just him to try and hold this off. He tries to find the first one.
So we ended the first half 6-6, and it was good. 6-6 on T-side, I'm pretty sure it's a good half.
Evens things up going into the second half.
And then on CT, we lost pistol, and I think we were just slow to adapt to what they were doing.
We just started to do things that we usually don't. We weren't like fighting together, we weren't coming up with ideas, we weren't working together very well. And they just outplayed us in like every way.
There were a couple rounds where our spacing was a bit bad when we entered a bomb site, which let them get more kills than they should have.
Of timing, can he get this half before the second burst comes through? It's half, but he can't.
We lost one really like unlosable round, like a 2v5 basically, that fucked us over.
What can Luminosity even do to try to change up their play style?
Just a couple of rounds, like we were never losing in scrims and games before that we lost. That really messed us up on Haven.
It felt like people were like tired or something almost. I don't know how to like describe it, but it just felt like different.
I felt like people were nervous, especially once they won the first couple of rounds.
Just a team energy. Like if something's off, something's not clicking, then it just like spreads from player to player to player, and it's very hard to click it like back into place.
Gonna be able to get the kill. It's a moose. Gen.G, a textbook hold at the end. 13-9 as they're able to take map 1.
It like shell shocks you because you're like, okay, well that's a huge round to lose, and it just doesn't make you feel good.
After map 1, we just talked over that we need to get the energy up.
Mac was like trying to hype us up, which we needed. I feel like we needed a little energy boost.
That was a close-ass match. Don't fucking think about it. The thing that we're not doing right now, when we lose rounds,
Mac is really good at doing that, like
fist bumping each other.
getting everyone pumped up if people are tilted or emo.
Shake it off, talk more, we need to be on the same page more, make sure you're communicating, and that we have a very good split, so to focus up.
We're gonna come through this, and we're gonna fucking win.
Let's win it. We're definitely not out. These next 2 maps are still very good for us.
Just trying to wrangle back control, and we had like a minute for me to like say anything I could, and yeah, we just went back inside and played split.
We are 1 map away from sending Luminosity home.
At the start of split, we played scared.
I think we lost both pistols on that map, which is never good if you're trying to win. And then I think we lost the eco after that.
We were playing so scared. We were down 0-6, and then took a timeout.
I think no one wanted to, no one's going to give up. You know, it's our last series of LCQ potentially, so everyone was going to fight until it was over.
Towards the end of split, we started working together a little bit better. Our comms were up.
And then we started to win gun rounds. We were doing well. We were doing like slow mid works. We were getting picks, and then we were like splitting bomb sites. We did like a bit of a pace change at A, where we wanted to go like kind of fast at the start. If we got picks, we would go in. If we didn't, we would like turn it into a slow default.
LG at least able to take 1 back.
We actually were able to string some rounds, like straight gun rounds together, so that was good.
Again, low HP, but someone's not gonna be able to get the kill. Tig with a 2-on-1.
We started stringing some rounds together, but it's pretty hard to get back into the game unless you string a lot of rounds together, and we were on the road to do it, and then I think we lost one bad thrifty or eco round, and it kind of just derailed our comeback a little bit.
Dazzle and a proto, the last 2 breaths of air for Luminosity here in the LCQ.
Like they jumped at us with knives. Like they were hyper confident by that point. It was just super hard for us to like take that back from them.
13-9.
We got outplayed both maps, so that's what it just comes down to. We didn't show up and they did. We went out last. It's just there's no good feeling about that. Like even if you go out 5th to 6th, you can be like, okay, well at least we're not last. Like we literally did not play at all how we expected. We expected ourselves to win this tournament. And maybe if we're playing in LA, this is a different story because like we were feeling really, really hot in LA, but that's not how it worked. Like we had to deal with like the cards that we were dealt.
Yeah, in my opinion, like I think we would have done way better on the stage or like on LAN in that setting. I feel like the series we even played versus XSET, like that was like some of the best VALORANT we had played as a team. When you're like on LAN and on camera, there's like almost a responsibility for you to be like the best team that you can be. Because like everyone's looking at you like, you know, you can't be like sour or like, you just want to show your best self, you know? I don't know. I think it like kind of just forces all 5 players to like for sure be 100% locked in, like not having bad comms or like not being weird or anything like that, and just being like positive and go next if something bad happens. So that's a bummer for sure, and we'll always think what if, but we don't want to use it as an excuse. You know, we lost. We're in the same conditions that Gen.G were in, and we didn't win. So it is what it is.
Especially with our showing against XSET, we knew that if we played well, we could have beaten Gen.G in a pretty strong manner, and didn't come to fruition.
We honestly weren't too worried about Gen.G, I think, going into it. I think everyone believed we were just going to beat them, and then we had to focus on the V1 versus FaZe match. But I think they kind of caught us off by surprise, and everyone's very disappointed that we lost. We didn't want to go out that way.
Match is a match, you know, everyone's in the same situation. They had to travel to LA, they have to come back, all this stuff, so Everyone's playing under the same conditions, and you just got to make it work with what you got, and we didn't, unfortunately.
Can I talk about Dre? Yeah, so like an hour after the match, our teammate Dre basically told our boss that he wants to be a restricted free agent.
Team's feeling really bummed about the Dre situation. Nobody's happy about it.
Dre, wants to leave the team, become a free agent, fine, whatever he wants. It is what it is.
It was pretty rough. When we ate after as a team, we talked about it, and he didn't come to dinner.
That adds on to the fact that we already lost, and we've been practicing for this tournament for 2 to 3 months, and then like we go to LA, we come back, there's just all this stress.
I know everyone like loves Dre. He's an insane player. We all love him, but I know he'll be able to like land on his feet wherever. He's a sick player, so it's fine.
We're focusing on the future. It's all in the past now.
What's up with the stash, man?
I don't know. We lost, and I needed a change. So the beard left.
The grief stash.
The grief stash. The facial hair is the first to get it, always.
I think the future looks really bright. I think 2022 is going to be a good year for us.
Love my teammates. I think meeting them was really fun. I think, again, the exit game showed us that like we have that potential.
I think next year is going to be a much different story for them. I think we're going to see them in champs.
I mean, there's a lot of positives. Seeing our teammates, gelling with them, and seeing like we're friends and we still have confidence in this team.
I'm really proud of the effort that we gave, because we honestly gave 110%. We just didn't get the result that we wanted.
So they're confident that they're going to be top in NA next year, and I have no doubt that they're going to make that happen.
Seeing a lot of losses, so I'm trying to get a win under my belt here. No matter what tournament it is, like, just feel good. Everyone says it, but I'm definitely gonna get back on the grind, and I would like to play all these tournaments that we can.
I really want us to be like a top 5 team in the world, like top 3 NA, and I really feel like we can do that. Big words coming from someone who just went out last, so.
Anything?
Charlie doesn't approve. He's like looking at that in my eyes.
That's where the fuck it is.
Leaving all my worries, I'll prepare for something. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true. Holding on too long and unresolved questions hold you down. What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on.